Hey guys, so I start off by planning to take my pics. I usually go to Pinterest and search and look for things. I have a few things that I search for, one being editorial photography, and that helps me, even though I spelled it wrong, even though it showed up though. But anyway, it helps me get inspiration from my photos. I see other photography and I usually get inspiration from it. So I'll just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling until I see things that give me some inspiration, and I'll just add it to my folder. I have a photography folder, and I usually just go keep it in there, and it helps me go back and look at it and get more inspiration later if I decide not to choose that image right away. So I just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And I also look at not only just photography, but like editorial type things. So like Photoshop type photographs. I have a background in graphic design, so I have a big Photoshop skill set. So not only do I like to take really interesting pictures, I like to use my Photoshop skill set sometimes too. And I will be showing you that in this particular video and part two, how I take my, not only do I take my pictures, but how I use Photoshop. So I use my notes section to kind of just organize my thoughts. I have a lot of thoughts floating around in my head about what I want to do. A lot of times when I find images or I think of ideas, I never steal the idea. I just use it as inspiration. So I'll see a picture and I'll just launch a whole nother idea in my head and I'll just kind of create it and make it into my own. So for this particular photograph, I'm just showing you how to take red sneakers and wear it 3 different ways. That's kind of how I want to do it, but I want to show it in one picture without showing it into several pictures, or cutting and cutting pictures and making it look kind of like collagey. So I'm showing you my three different outfits that I'm using to create this look. I'm using sneakers in each outfit, and I'm also showing you the different shots that I'm going to be using and how I'm going to create it into one image. So you'll see I organize the photography shots, and I also show you different outfits and how I will be, like, I guess, posing for each shot or each outfit, and that's kind of what I'm doing here. I also talk about the photography just to organize myself and just say to myself, this is what this picture is about. This is how I need to do it when I actually do it. So here I'm saying photography, low wide shots, because that's kind of what I need to do when I set up my camera. And then in editing, I tell myself, what you need to do. I already know what I need to do, but it's just a way to keep myself organized and to make sure I don't stall and get lost, like, wait, what am I doing again? You know what I mean? I could just go to my notes and be like, okay, this is what I'm doing. So I just say exactly what I'm doing. Here I'm just setting up shop. I'm getting my camera and tripod and my ring light together. I ended up not even using my ring light because I couldn't find a plug in the hallway that I was using. I did this particular shoot in my hallway in my building. Here is the hallway of my building. So I'm coming down the stairs. I already got dressed, got my hair together, my makeup together, put my first outfit on. And so I'm just setting up my camera into how I want it to sit while I'm taking these pictures. When you do photographs like this, when you have like 3 different people, well, actually, it's really 3 different versions of yourself in a shot, you kind of have to have a stagnant wide shot so that you can photograph yourself in 3 different positions, but the camera needs to stay in the same spot so that it doesn't look weird when you Photoshop it later. So here's the first image. This is unaltered, not Photoshopped at all, and you can see how yellow it looks, and I'll show you guys later how I clean that up. And then I just move on into the second outfit. So this is outfit number 2. I'm moving into a different position or a different spot, and this is the second picture that I took. It's very yellowy, unaltered. And this is my last outfit that I use, and I just kind of came down on the lower section. So I did a very far right shot, a middle shot, and then a far left shot that's further back into perspective. And I just try different poses. I take different poses just so I can have more to choose from. I usually like to take multiple pictures of the same shot, even if I like it, just so that I have options to choose from. Because sometimes I'll like my head or my face in one picture, and I'll like my body in another picture. That happens sometimes. So I'll end up taking my head from another picture and putting it on my body in another picture. So you'll see that later in part 2, so stay tuned. Make sure you check out my blog so you can kind of see what I do I post weekly on between Wednesdays and Fridays. It alters, and you can see my photography and editorial photos here. I also give a brief description of how I took the picture, my editorial, what I'm wearing, and you can see my hair. And I just talk about it a little bit so you can get a background on what I did to take the picture. Make sure you check that out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.